Alright, this search is called the Moat, and this was our first search on Saturday, I believe. And here we've got 5 odors, and they're all converging on each other, blowing across the entire area. And we get kind of tripped up on that blowing odor a couple times, and we completely lose a couple odors. So we're going to take a look at how this works. Alright, right now we just came from behind this outside forklift. End of the search area is beyond the forklift where the concrete pad is. And we've been on the back side of the forklift this whole time here for a little while, catching odor. And the odor's actually kind of where that dot is. There's a couple pieces of metal on that step, and it's wedged under between where those tank-like things are. So the wind is pushing it that way, as well as there's an odor inside there, and that one's heading that way. So you got a lot of movement with the odor here, and Muriel, of course, needs to bounce around and can't make up her mind. So we'll watch her kind of catch it. And here we're going to try and zoom in a little. And now she probably got very close when she was down there. And zoom out. And now she picked up, let's back up a little. So she got very close to that odor on this far forklift, and then she hit here, and that's probably where this one's hitting right now. So she lost her track to find that first odor on that far forklift, and now she's focused on this other forklift. And she's working it as it's blowing away from source, and now she's working back to the source, but still following it out. She looked at me there. Just come back a second here. Sometimes I talk about knowing when the dog has actually made their decision, and knowing when you need to wait a little longer. Now she's probably in here making the right choice. However, as she comes out, look at all this stuff up here she does. And then she looks at me. So she's got my eye right there. But the last thing she did was checked up here. Now that may or may not have been a good call anyways for this type of hide. I don't know. CO and Judge would be able to say that. But in my mind, I needed to wait a little longer because it just didn't seem like she was done finding her source yet. So waited a little bit longer. And now she's on the other side here. And here she's determined. And watch what happens now. So now she's really determined. Boom. Pops out. Good job. And now that she's found this one, she's also made some interest on that other forklift. There's a hide she's going to pass up that's right on the other side of this pole on a little electrical box. There's a hide on this vise stand. And there's another one just at the opposite end of this machine table on the ground in a little crack near the base of the table leg. So we've got one off the screen, one on the vise, one here, 3 more, plus the one on the far forklift. So 4 more to find, and we've already eaten up a good amount of time here. And because of that wind blowing, she completely blows that hide on the pole right now. And here's where we get into a portion of the video where you won't see me because Muriel is so stuck working blowing odor from this forklift hide plus the other hides, and I'm supporting it. I'm not moving her on. We've taken forever to try and find something here. Probably 3 times as long as what it took her to source the first hide she found. And now we move her on. And boom. So here she just snapped back. So she was on a pretty good clip. She passes that odor. And then just turns right back and works it. Past that vice tape, the one on the vice stand. Found the one on the ground. And now here's something interesting happens. She's coming under this table. Hide literally right above her head. Hide's probably blowing that way, so she's not really in any area of productivity for that hide. Now she comes through there pretty quickly. If I were a thinking man in the search, I would figure that this pole back here had a hide on it, and there was also a hide over here on this forklift, so I should probably be managing the situation, moving a little slower, holding back a little more so that she doesn't just burn straight ahead, catching the odor that she's already found. But instead, what do? I let her burn straight through, and I follow her. That particular move got a nice mention several times over the weekend from the judge, but didn't help us find that hide. So you choose what you want more, accolades from your judge or another found hide. So we, as I predicted, we got hung up on the odor on the pole she already found because we went through way too fast. Just got a 30-second warning. Searching all that metal that has nothing. Cleared it pretty fast. Now we go back and we just get caught up again on the unproductive side of the forklift. We're just caught up on the side that's not going to pay. And our time's going to run out. And that's it for this search.